Morning, everybody. It's Friday, January 12th. It's 8:24 here on the East Coast. And I did a short yesterday about my skepticism, if that's the right word. I think that's the right word, about the Bring Back My Bar campaign that Scentsy does twice a year. Now, I've been in this rodeo for a while, and this June is going to mark 10 years that I'm with Scentsy. And every 6 months, Scentsy opens up a round of voting for a campaign called Bring Back My Bar. In other words, anybody, either a consultant or a customer, can go onto the website and order. I'm sorry, I'm still swallowing my breakfast, which was couscous with butter and cheese, which is very nice. It's very comforting. I needed some comfort food today. You can go on and you can vote, and they have, I guess it's about somewhere between 50 and 70 bars of wax that you can vote from. Maybe it's 100. And you can vote for 5 of them. Now, it used to be that you can vote over and over. And forgive me if I'm incorrect on this. And if you know the fact, you can go ahead and correct me. It used to be 5 days that we could vote for. Now it's only 3 days. But it's really only like 2 days because it was from the 10th to the 12th. So that's really only like 2 days, right? That seems, it seems like it's not enough time. If I'm wrong, let me know. But I checked again today, and the website, the Scentsy website, says that you can only vote until 1 o'clock today. So I'm going to try to get this video out. If you're listening to this video, literally listening, because you don't have to look at anything. But we will be looking at my website. Anyway, you could just listen to this. And unfortunately, you're probably not going to see it before the voting is over. So if this turns into like an ASMR kind of a thing for you, go ahead and put your headphones in and do your laundry or do your dishes or go to sleep. Or as you're making samples, if you're a consultant, because I know the bulk of my subs are consultants. And some of you are customers too, whatever. And then maybe some of you will become consultants after you listen to this video. Anyway, so what you do is you go to MetallicaMom.Scentsy.us. Now, you can go to any consultant's website. In fact, I think you can probably go to Scentsy.com to do this. If you go to Scentsy.com and you try to make a purchase, they're going to sort of force you to choose a consultant. So, generally what you do is you put in your zip code, and then you choose a name that, I don't know, looks like it resonates with you the most, or if it's somebody in your area that you know of, whatever, then you pick them out, whatever. Anyway, but MetallicaMom.Scentsy.us is the website that I have, that I pay for. And so I do that, and I go down to here, and I see over here it says Bring Back My Bar, vote. I'm going to go there. Okay. And so I'm going to vote on these, and in about a month, no, I guess in about a week or two, they're going to let us know what won. And then they have about 3 or 4 months grace period where they make the bars. And then these bars will come out in like June or July. Okay. So as you can see, you can only vote once every 24 hours, and you can only vote for 5 fragrances. Okay. So I haven't done any voting today. 2 days ago, I voted on my phone and I voted on my tablet. Yesterday, I voted on my computer and my tablet, my iPad, whatever. And now today, I'm just voting from my laptop because that's what I'm using to record this video today, which I hope comes out. I don't know. I don't know how the sound is. I don't know. Whatever. So I was just, look, it says 200 items. So you've got 200 to choose from. Okay, so I'm going to correct myself as I go along with this video. And I'm just going to kind of go along, maybe for about a half an hour, maybe. And I'm going to talk to you about what the supposed top 25 are and what I think would be interesting to come back. But only because I have experience with a lot of these fragrances. Probably 75 to 85% of these fragrances I have experience with. Now, I'm not going to look at the scent notes of most of them. I'm just going to sort of tell you what I remember. Now, the reason why I'm skeptical is because a lot of times shit is voted back that I don't know anybody who voted for it. Or maybe just like 1 or 2. And then there are other times where, like, you go into the Facebook groups, and I talk about the Facebook groups on my YouTube channel a lot because that is the major hub of communication with Scentsy consultants. Scentsy consultants generally are like 25 to 30-year-old women ranging up to the age of like 55, 60. Okay? And that is Facebook's demographic. So that's the interface that we know and love. And that's the interface that we use. And I know that a lot of Scentsy consultants have found it challenging to get support from their peers and their upline because they're not on Facebook. So I've actually started to email my downline a little bit more than just shouting them out on the page or, talking to them through Facebook Messenger, because people are generally, in my opinion, people are moving away from social media a little bit, and that's cool. I mean, listen, we need some separation between church and state. We need some separation between reality and internet. Anyway, so my suspicion is that Scentsy takes stock of what oils they have, the oils that fragrance the wax, okay? Take stock of what oils they have and what oils they can get and what oils are the most cost effective. And then that's what wins the Bring Back My Bar campaign. That's my opinion. That being said, I still vote like an idiot. I'm not one of those people that, gets on my customer's case and says, can you vote for this and vote for that? I mean, there have been a couple times. I was really thrilled that Twilight came back this year, because Twilight hasn't been available for about 7 years. Same as Simply Patchouli. Simply Patchouli hasn't been available for at least 8 or 9 years. That was actually in the catalog when I first became a consultant. I remember having the sample. And when I first became a consultant, the sample, the testers were huge. They were monstrous. Anyway, so we're just going to go through these. They are in alphabetical order, as you can see. Apple Crush is good. Apple Crush, as you can see here, it has a little bicycle on there. That used to be in the kids line. We don't really have a kids line anymore. Apple Crush is good. It's like a green apple fragrance. It's like an apple Jolly Rancher, the green Jolly Rancher, not green lollipop, because that's kind of like limey, but the green Jolly Rancher, that's apple Jolly Rancher. Apples and Pears is extremely boring. It's very fruity and it's very nice. I actually like it. Atlas Cedar is very cologne-y. We'll look at the cedar, patchouli, and a dash of black pepper. It's very much like aftershave. Belle Enchanted Rose, it surprises me that these are coming back like this, because this was just available recently. This is a rose fragrance, but it also has other florals. It's okay, but it's an extra 50 cents. Write your own chapter, rose petals, passion fruit, and sandalwood, blah, 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 blah. It's okay. It is up my alley. You guys know how I feel about rose. Now, Bergamot and Solar Driftwood, this was good. This is in the top 25, and I think it's because people miss it so much, not necessarily because they love it so much. This is strong. This was in a brick campaign from 2017. We got spring bricks. And if I'm making a mistake and you guys know the facts that I'm incorrect on, go ahead and message them, or comment in the section below, whatever, and let me know that I'm wrong. But I'm pretty damn sure that Bergamot and Solar Driftwood came in the Spring Brick collection, along with the introduction of sea salt and avocado. And then a lot also with White Peach and Amber. Like we had, those were very specific fragrances. They were, I wasn't used to bricks yet. Yes, I joined in 2014, but I also was never really active for 2 years. I joined and quit and joined and quit and then joined, right? So the spring bricks of 2017, because I rejoined for the last time in 2016, were the first time that I actually had a brick in my hand, and I was like amazed at the amount of wax that it was. Now I kind of hate bricks, but whatever. Bergamot Bay is very bergamot-y, okay? Berries Jubilee. Now this one is in the top 25, and I actually don't remember it. Juicy ripe summer berries in a billowy cloud of whipped cream laced with vanilla. That sounds nice, but that sounds boring as shit, in my opinion, okay? But now that we've got Simply Patchouli, I am probably going to be buying 3 or 4 bars and then also putting it into my club. Because Simply Patchouli, and I said this in one of the groups yesterday, and I think I said it in my last video, a lot of people are comparing it to dirt. They're saying that it smells like a dirty hippie. They're saying that it's just, there's no way to get over it. It's because you're not using it right. If you don't like Simply Patchouli, that means that you don't like patchouli, A, and B, you're not using it correctly. I use Simply Patchouli, well, now that I have it again, like a chef uses salt. Salt is not supposed to taste salty. Salt is supposed to be added to foods to enhance flavor. Imagine if you had Berries Jubilee and you had 2 or 3 cubes of Berry's Jubilee and 1 cube of Simply Patchouli. That would make it a complex fragrance with a lot of different notes. Okay, that's just me. I like to have the top, the mid, and the base all covered. This, to me, does not have the top, the mid, and the base. This has the top and the mid. I personally do not consider vanilla a base note, not in the way that they're talking about it with whipped. When they use the word whipped, that means that it's light, right? Anyway, Berry Bubble Blue. I don't really remember this one, but I'm sure that I've used it because it has the bicycle there, and that campaign actually came out from the time I was a consultant. So I must have used this one. Delicious blast of blue raspberry, tart green apple, and spun sugar. That sounds lovely. And I'm sure that I did. In fact, this was probably in like body wash. It was probably in, they didn't have body clips forever. They've only had body clips for the past like 5-6 years. Anyway, Berry Fairy Tale was the brick that they gave to us at SFR, Scentsy Family Reunion, in 2018 when they announced our joining with Scentsy, with Disney, with Scentsy. I'm an idiot. So the first night of SFR was very exciting. Heidi, which is the wife of the co-CEO of Scentsy, she comes out on stage and she's in this red dress with white polka dots, looking absolutely fucking adorable, right? And I remember I turned to my friend and I was just like, look at that dress, I love that dress. She goes, she looks like Minnie Mouse. And I was just like, anyway. So then they announced this merger, sort of, if you want to call it that, partnership with Disney. And the people who from Scentsy go through the crowd and they're giving away Mickey Mouse buddies and big bricks of Berry Fairy Tale. It's so fucking awesome. And it's a pretty good fragrance. I'm surprised it's not in the top because it is a good fragrance. Sweet Dreams are made of pineapple slices, star apple, and raspberry. It's fruity. It's nice. For me, it's more about the memory of it. You know what I mean? Anyway. Black Ruby is fantastic. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and vote for that. Black Ruby is one of my favorites. I remember it being amazing, and I didn't put it in my club yet because I think the last time it was available, we didn't have club yet. Juicy plum, black cherry, and sparkling persimmon with untamed vanilla and hibiscus. This is, see, it says luminous deep fragrance. I would probably add some patchouli to this one too. Maybe even mix it with stargazing. Because I'm crazy like that. I'm not afraid to mix, by the way. Blackberry meringue is fantastic. Top 25? Sure, I'll enjoy that one. Blessings, this is probably the whole frankincense and myrrh. Nutmeg, clove, cinnamon and bark, sandalwood. No, I wouldn't want that. That's a little too spicy for me. That's kind of like everything nice that we have right now. Breakfast blend is coffee, but it also has it's just coffee. What am I thinking of? I'm thinking of breakfast in bed, the one that has like muffin in it. It's coffee and muffin. Breakfast blend is probably going to make it. It's in the top 5 already because the coffee scents, for some reason, Scentsy is just insistent that Mocha Doodle is the only thing that should be in the catalog, and that's okay. Yeah, every once in a while they come out with a new coffee scent, and then it ends up in the catalog for 5 minutes, and then it leaves. But Mocha Doodle is kind of like always there. Breakfast blend is probably going to be a winner there. Buzzworthy is honey, and it's really not my favorite. It was the scent of the month for a while there, and I remember having a hard time getting rid of all of my Buzzworthy bars. Sugared almonds, creamy vanilla, and a drizzle of sweet honey. In my opinion, this is all honey, maybe a little bit of almond, not enough vanilla, way too sweet for me. Candy Dandy is fantastic. Candy Dandy is almost sweet enough to eat. Kids will go gaga for this delicious candy-scented concoction of mango, lemon drops, and creamy vanilla. Again, it's got that bicycle on there because it's a very immature fragrance, but it's good. It's really good. You can mix it with like a sugar cookie or some sort of bakery fragrance if you feel like the bakery isn't sweet enough. Very, very nice. I love Candy Dandy. Casablanca is interesting, and I've never smelled it, but I want to smell this. Exotic blend of fir, cypress with hints of water. Hey, what are you doing? Citrix Workspace Updater. Water over sheer white musk. Now, this might be a little too arbor. It might be a little too tree. But listen, I fall for the whole thing. I love the color. I'm curious if the color of the wax is the same color as the sticker. I've never smelled this one. I love the word Casablanca. I wasn't crazy about the movie. My husband and I watched that movie, and we had to shut it off like halfway through because like Humphrey Bogart, he was acting goofy in that movie, but whatever. Anyway, Chili Mango was just recently in one of our weekend sales where they had like 10 fragrances, like retired fragrances that you could choose from. It was like right before the holidays. And I did buy 2 of them. And I wasn't so excited after I was excited to get them because I hadn't had Chili Mango in a while. Glad that I only bought 2 because I warmed one and I did not get the performance that I got 2 or 3 years ago when it was in the Scentsy, when it was in the catalog. So I'm keeping the other one in my stash for like a year. And I'm going to let it just marinate in my stash, okay? Christmas tree, guess what that smells like? Citrus Garden. Citrus Garden is good. It's grapefruit and floral. Now, listen, lime and lemon. Sorry, I smell grapefruit. I know this one. I remember it well. I remember making samples to death of this one. And I smelled grapefruit. The thyme is good, though. The thyme makes it a little bit complex. I would probably mix something like Candy Dandy with this to make it a little bit more complex, actually. Citrus Pop is just orange. Clarity, did I ever smell Clarity? The name makes me think that it's going to be eucalyptus. Rosemary, thyme, citron. Yeah, okay, so Clarity is going to be kind of like a Just Breathe kind of a thing. Maybe a little bit more herbal than that. Clementine Clove is kind of like Bengal spice tea. What's the Celestial Seasonings? Blah, 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 blah. Clove. And then balsam. Okay? But then clementine. Is the clementine in the... Well, it says aromatic citrus. Anyway, that's going to be like Bengal spice tea from Celestial Seasonings. Right? Cocoa Clementine. I don't know this one. Is this going to taste like one of those Terry's chocolate oranges? I might love that. The scent of childhood orange flavored candy wrapped in milk chocolate. Holy shit. I didn't realize that. I'm voting for that one. That's 2 of my votes. And I'm only in C. So this is why we jump from one device to another, because it picks up on the, what is it called? The IEP? No. I'm taking a sip of water. URL. Anyway, it holds it in perpetuity in your computer, and it senses that you have voted in the past 24 hours. Anyway, coconut flour is boring. I thought I was going to love it, and I bought like 2 or 3 bars of it because it was in a flash sale, and I was so bored with it. Coconut daiquiri, you can imagine what that smells like. What's comfort and joy? Spicy familiar woods marry with surprising white florals, pure citrus, and just a nibble of gingerbread for a winter fragrance. That sounds interesting. Not interesting enough to vote for, in my opinion. But florals with gingerbread? You know what? I'd vote for it. It won't win. The shit that I vote for never wins. Anyway, but that just sounds interesting. So, like I said, I don't really... Oh, wait, but now I have to vote for this because I always vote for Dark Harbor. Like I said, I don't believe in the voting process, but for some reason I vote. I don't know why. Dark Harbor, the reason why I always vote for this is because a local customer to me, who also happens to be my husband's best friend, loves Dark Harbor. And he goes through phases where he loves Scentsy and then he forgets about it. You know, I only personally see him maybe twice a year. He sees my husband probably every 3 or 4 months or something like that. And then every 3 or 4 months, I go into my stash and I just grab all the manly shit, all the aftershavey stuff. And specifically, he likes Dark Harbor. So if this does come back, which obviously it might, it's in the top 25. And honestly, it usually does. This has come back and to bring back my bar, I think 3 times since I've been a consultant, and it was in the catalog when I first joined. Anyway, I'll probably pick up a 6-pack and just store them for him. Unfortunately, Dark Harbor is a very dark wax, and it has a tendency to get real juicy. But hey, maybe I'll throw them in the freezer or something like that. I know you're not supposed to do that. Whatever. Shut up. Do we or don't we? I just warmed to bar this about a month ago. Love it. Not enough to vote on it, but crushed basil, ripe cantaloupe, and is a gift from the garden gods. Listen, it's a perfumey floral. I absolutely love it. Duchess is a floral also, isn't it? Green mandarin, golden birch, Chic vetiver. I don't know if I know Duchess. I thought I'm mixing it up with shimmer. Because this is the same color as shimmer. Interesting. Caramel. I love caramel fragrances. As long as they're not that chestnut caramel. Remember that brick of chestnut caramel? Caramel chestnut? Whatever it was? Oh my god, it was terrible. Because I don't like chestnut fragrances. Okay. Dolce de leche. Guess what that smells like? Top 25. Eggnog. Fuck off. Really? I can't stand eggnog fragrances. I love drinking eggnog. Absolutely love it. Can't stand eggnog fragrances. Now, Farmer's Market was in the catalog spring, summer 2017 or 2018. And it's very much like fresh cut grass. It's got basil, it's got grass, it's got like vine fragrance. It's nice. It's very sharp. Not my favorite thing, but I always mix it with stuff. What's fairy blossom? A fantastical scent of lychee fruit, or is it lychee? Lychee fruit and watermint, ethereal, sweet lotus, and violets. That's right up my alley, but I'm not going to waste a vote on it. I've already voted twice for exotic vanilla, and it's not in the top 25, so I assume that I'm not going to get my exotic vanilla. Field of Gold sucks. I wanted to like it so bad, but it just never happened. Fresh cut cantaloupe, that sounds interesting. I would definitely have to mix it with stuff. Okay. Gingerbread hugs. I can't believe that people are voting for this. This is why I call bullshit. Top 25, fuck off. Who's voting for this? This was just available like a year ago. Anyway, whatever. And why would people vote that back if it was just a year ago? See, here's the other thing. Maybe I'm wrong, because the lifespan of a Scentsy consultant is not usually as long as I have been a consultant. And there have been people that have been a consultant for 18, 19 years. Scentsy is celebrating 20 years this spring. And Scentsy consultants don't usually, it's not usually like they joined Scentsy right when it started and they're still really an active consultant. Like, people come in and out. So if there are people that were a Scentsy consultant 3 years ago and then they left a year ago, and now they want the memory of when it was all new and exciting for them, that's why they vote for Gingerbread Hugs. Maybe? I don't know. Gingerbread Hugs was in the not in the catalog. It was in the Scents of the Season collection when we were really rocking and selling millions and millions of bars of wax because everyone was home with COVID. Anyway. Ginger Snap is probably just like Gingerbread Hugs. I love Ginger Snaps. Grapefruit and Grenadine, I remember that one. Grapefruit Blossom, this one was good. This one came back a couple of times in flash sales and stuff like that. Guava Nectar, Guava Honey, fuck off. Thank you that you're not in the top 25, because I totally would have called bullshit, and I bet you any amount of money it comes back even though it hasn't hit the top 25. I bet you any amount of money, because they can't get rid of this shit. This Guava Honey was in the clearance section for like 2 years. They couldn't get rid of it. Anyway, Happy New Home is fantastic. I know a lot of people who are voting for this, and I can't believe it's not in the top 25. Happy New Home is a great, fantastic, wonderful linen fragrance. Okay. Hello Yellow. I don't know this one. A sunny floral fragrance of incandescent white petals, golden lemons, and a touch of bright basil. That sounds nice. It sounds a little boring, but it's like probably right up my alley. What's Holiday Kiss? Highway Run, I think, is aftershave. Mysterious notes of warm amber and rare woods. Ooh. Spices and lime. That sounds interesting. I'm not going to vote for it, but Highway Run, cedar, amber, vetiver. Yeah, that's men's cologne. Irish Cream, I would not want that. Although I'm thoroughly enjoying Amaretto from the current Bring Back My Bar collection, I would not want Irish Cream. I would not want my house to smell like Irish Cream. I'm not really a fan of that taste. When it's in a coffee after dinner, it's okay, but I don't know if I like that. Jungle Jam is good. Jungle Jam, I mean, it's, what is it, lime and pineapple and, yeah, pear and blah, 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 whatever. Just Keep Swimming, boring aquatic fragrance. And so now people are talking about key lime tortilla. Sarah Walker, who works with Scentsy, she actually votes. She's a regular, person, even though she works for Scentsy, because she's like in consultant support, something like that. Anyway, she posts a lot, and she talked about this one being her favorite. She voted for it. Lime and kiwi combined for a south of the border treat, but they say that it does have a bakery note in it because it's called key lime tortilla. Lemon lavender is really interesting because, and I know that this is trite and it doesn't make a difference, but lemon lavender, the sticker is yellow and then the wax is bright purple, which is really cool. Lemon verbena has been gone for a while. This was in the catalog for a long time and it's a fantastic fragrance in the cleaning products. Wonderful. Lime and sugarcane also. Very good, but a little bit boring. Will be perfect in the summertime, and it's in the top 25, so it might come back. I don't doubt that it'll probably come back. Make Waves, I still have a bar or two of this. This was not very long ago. Maleficent, I feel like this was just out. Why are they bring back my bar? Anyway, whatever. Mariposa Lily, I like a lot. So I'm on the M, so I guess I'm about halfway through now. I wish I can't see a timer on this thing. Mariposa Lily is a floral fragrance. I like it very much. Not enough to vote for it. Maple Butter, no way. Not even going to click on that one. Just not up my alley. Whatever. Mineral Oasis. I've had experience with this one. Very nice. What is Mountain Retreat? Gentle florals and juniper berries with calming herbs and ocean air. The street cleaner just went by. Sorry about that. That sounds interesting. Mountain Sky was just, what was it, a year ago? Whatever. Mulan. Now, somebody who, the person who sent me all of the wax last month, she messaged me on Instagram and she was just like, why is Mulan in the Bring Back My Bar when it was just available? True, it was just available, but you know what? Mulan is really good. I had Mulan in my club for a while and I took it out only because I had an abundance of it. And this one leaks. This one it's a bright red wax. It's a fantastic lipstick shade. But it does get juicy, so you got to be careful about that one. What's Mysterious? That sounds mysterious. A soft, seductive blend of mellow, ripe pear and freshly cut grass. See? These are never voted back and I want them. I want to try it. Anyway. Mystic Magnolia was okay. Oxford, I actually voted for this one and I'm going to vote for it again. Oh, no! I have to make another video. I can't. Can I go back? Okay, thank God. Okay, hold on. Now I gotta go back. I can't vote for anything else or else my video will be over. And you guys are probably like, no, we want your video to be over. Anyway, Oxford, a masculine blend of ginger and frankincense with woody cedar and amber undertones. Have you ever, it should say MetallicaMom right there. I want it. Anyway, Peligro, I think I voted for this one too. Ebony wood, blue cypress, musk, white pepper. Are you kidding me? I want it. And I want to know what color the wax is. Never had this one. Black sticker. I wonder if the wax is black. Anyway, Persian lime and sandalwood was also in that same brick collection with solar, what was it? Solar driftwood. Amber and solar driftwood from, I don't know, 15 minutes ago or something. This is good. This is strong, okay? Pink pepper is probably something that I would love, but we're not going to look at all. Nah, Poinsettia pine. Poinsettia pine was my friend Mark's absolute favorite fragrance. One of them. Amber Road was actually technically his favorite fragrance. I sound like a groupie when I talk about him, but it's only because he is probably the person I was ever so close with that passed away. Like, ever. I mean, yes, when my grandparents passed away, that was crushing. But they weren't my friends, and he was a very dear friend. Anyway, sparkling pomegranate and tangerine layered with evergreens, amber, and spice. Poinsettia pine is fantastic. Do you say poinsettia or poinsettia? Anyway, we're not going to talk about all of these. I can't. Pomelo Fiesta was another one that was in the clearance section for like 2 years. They could not give these away. The Pomelo Fiesta. But it's good. It's a lime fragrance, but it's not super duper tart, because if you've ever eaten a pomelo, they don't have a whole lot of flavor, but it's a lot of fruit. Pomelos are generally very popular in lower income places in the world because it's a big, monstrous fruit, but it doesn't have a ton of fragrance or flavor. Poppies and clover is good. This smells like rose, like a green, if you can imagine a green rose. It smells like a rose vine, or the petals from rose flowers, okay? Red Delicious. This is probably a apple fragrance. I don't know. Juicy apples right from the orchard, and that's in the top 25. Really? See that this is what makes me think that Scentsy is choosing these. That's a cheap bar of wax to make. All it is apple, right? Anyway, Reggae Sunset. Don't know this one. Juicy mandarin and orange blossoms with hints of lime and spicy finish. That sounds nice. That sounds like what the Sedona Sunset is, or whatever it was back there. What was it, Clementine? You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, Are You Into Me was in the catalog when I first joined Scentsy. Sea Salt Mist is boring as shit. Sage and Sweetgrass is nice. Sangria. This is another one that I voted for the other day. Love Sangria. As you can imagine, it's like a deep grape, but also with plum and fruit. Very, very nice. Sea Sun Fun is, the aquatic stuff. Just Sedona Sunset. There you go. These are the ones that smell like Celestial Seasoning Bengal Spice Tea. Okay. We're getting towards the end, which is good. Sharp Dressed Man. I don't know if I know this one. Grapefruit lemon sparkle over eucalyptus and basil like cufflinks on a tuxedo. Interesting. Probably smells like a hot dude. Whatever. Here are the Simplies. Now, if you've been following me for any amount of time, you know that back in July or August of 2023, I made a video and I talked about these Simplies. When I first joined Scentsy, the testers, which was in the catalog also, had like 20 different Simplies. And it was like a collection. And it was Simply Lemon, Simply Apricot, Simply Cinnamon, Simply Everything, Simply Vanilla, Simply Patchouli, Simply Basil. They're not all here. But these are nice because you can mix and match them, and you know how I like to mix. Excuse me. So we've got Simply Apricot, Simply Cinnamon, Simply Lemon, Simply Lime, Simply Nashi Pear, Simply Strawberry. Simply Strawberry is probably something that I would absolutely love, and I would mix it with something like Candy Dandy, and I would die and go to heaven. Snow Leal, I remember this one. Merry Melange of sparkling citrus, iced nashi pear, and decadent marshmallow mousse. This is a very nice fragrance. Kind of like Mix My Wish with Snowberry. Very, very nice. Sparkling black plum is a good one too. You know me, I like the plum. Okay. Spice Bazaar Can Kiss My Ass. Spiced fruit cider, I remember that one. That's really not so old. Spring Has Sprung is so boring. Strawberry Taffy is good. Strawberry Champagne Truffle. This one came and went and never came back again. This was a scent of the month. Probably June of 2018, maybe May of 2018. Okay. I might be wrong, whatever. I remember that's how far back it goes. And when you think of truffle, it's not like mushroom, it's like chocolate. So it's strawberry chocolate. It's supposed to remind you of like champagne, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. It has a little bit of chocolate in it, even though it's not in the description. And it just kind of didn't catch on. I liked it. In fact, I'm still holding on to my last bar, I think. And I've had it for that long. But as long as it's not juicy, I'm going to hold on to it. I remember Sugared Blooms. I remember liking that one. What's Surfer Chick? Bubbly lemon tonic and guava frolic with sweet cherries and blackberries in this youthful scent. Excuse me. This sounds fun. But, I don't know, probably a little bit boring. Let's see. Taj Mahal. I voted for this twice. Taj Mahal is a soft oriental fragrance built on a base of musk and amber with subtle florals. Now, my politically correct friends, tell me, what is the difference between calling a carpet or a fragrance oriental, but when it's people, we refer to them as Asian? Tell me the difference. And I'm not trying to challenge anything. I'm really asking. Now, they've talked about this thank you fragrance a lot. I missed out on this by like a month because, like I said, I joined in 2014, and that's when this fragrance came out, and it was only available for consultants who were, or anybody, I guess, who were in Scentsy during their 10-year anniversary. Soothing chamomile, lavender, and jasmine and sweet vanilla envelop like a warm embrace. I would love this, but I've never had the opportunity to smell it. And it bums me out that it's not in the top 25, so I guess it's not that good. I don't know. Titanium, this is aquatic, right? Aromatic herbs and cedar. Yeah, this is aftershave, whatever. Toasted coconut amaretto. I probably would like only like 1 or 2 cubes of that. That sounds strong. Tropic Tango. I either just got a bar of this from my friend Kristen or I had it already. Anyway, whatever. Two Harbors. I think I remember this one. Escape to Distant Shores with tart Meyer lemon and refreshing lime warmed by sweet vanilla. No, I don't remember this one. I'm sure I've warmed it, but I don't remember it. Wasabi ginger sounds interesting to me. I don't know. I love wasabi, but I don't know if I would want my house to smell like it. Anyway, Waves and Wonders was a little bit too woodsy, believe it or not. Coastal cypress and beach grass. It was a little too like driftwoody to me. I wasn't crazy about Waves and Wonders. It wasn't, although I'm telling you that aquatic is boring and whatever. I didn't like Waves and Wonders. It was a little, I don't know. It didn't sit right in my nose. Okay. Wild watermelon. I think I still have a bar of that. Winter cypress is good. Winter cypress is strong. A cool kiss of mint leaf, chilled raspberry, and frosted lavender. Yeah, you talk about complex. Oh, winter cypress is great. I hope that comes back, but it's not in the top 25 as of now, so whatever. And Zephyr. Everybody talks about Zephyr. Blah, 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 blah. Zephyr is a male fragrance. Woody French lavender, buttery suede, rich woods, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, so what am I going to do for my last one? I'll do winter cypress. Fine, whatever. They don't matter. It doesn't matter anyway. Whatever. Let's see. Can we autofill this? Sure. There you go. I'm hoping that you get... Oh, are you kidding me? I hate this. Crosswalk. Everything with a crosswalk. Thanks. I'm a human being. So in this one, I voted for Black Ruby, Cocoa Clementine, Comfort and Joy, Dark Harbor, and Winter Cypress. Look at the alphabeticness. B, C, C, D, W. I hope everybody has a great day. You're probably not going to see this video until after these things are gone from my website. But if you like the video, just go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching or listening.